hiding. While I was walking, my arm was suddenly grabbed by someone. It surprised me greatly. I immediately tried to shake whoever was off, but their grip was extremely tight. So I looked up to see who it was. Hey there, folks. Been a minute, huh? Not gonna lie, I just woke up from a nap. But what did it do? Back on Coalesce. Reason for my absence. Workman kicking my ass. However, though, I'm no longer broke, and people can't make broke people jokes at me now. Oh, yay, I'm only slightly poured out. Let's fucking go! But anyway, back on Coalesce. I literally said in the last video, hey, I'll be back. Dude, that was the biggest lie. Corey is one of my biggest, role models. I don't need to be copied his disappearing act, though. September 7th, it is September 28th. Okay, anyway. I couldn't move, nor do I have the energy to. The only thing I could do was pry my eyes open. The usual sight of the blinding white ceiling quickly assaulted my vision. My whole body felt weak, my head felt lightheaded. It was a familiar feeling. It was almost the same sensation as when I'd fall sick times when I was younger. Although, there was something else that I felt. Fusion! When I tilted my head downwards to see my own body, I saw a weird sight. My legs seemed to be growing. Actively so. The flesh stretched and stretched. Wait, hold on. Is she like her? No, but someone's sending her Pavlova, so it can't be the fact that she's her younger. That wouldn't make sense. They extended out of the bed and onto the floor, almost like thick roots. The odd thing was, I felt no sensation on my legs as this was happening. Shock it all prompted me to sit up. Doing so finally brought some pain on my lower stomach and head. Something from inside my skull thumped loudly, and all I could think was one thing. Seed. What's happening? What was all this? Why did it grow? Oh. Hold on to the seed. What are they going to do with my body like this? Why? Also, that does bring me that does make it certain though that Adair is trustworthy, since most people don't make it out, but we did. Secondly, I'm guessing Adair does kind of like us, because from a scientific standpoint, if your client or like this thing you're making, like it's supposed to heal physical injuries, but it's seeing mental ones as physical, you would want them to keep getting the memories so you can study this, no? But he just like, alright, enough of the memories, let's get you out of here. Why me? Why? Because I ask your older self. Doctor. That way. Okay. Calm down, you're blowing things out of proportion here. Dr. Leia, I am perfectly calm. You are the one who was panicked. This makes one thing clear. The seed is unstable. Growth spurt happened all too suddenly and too quickly. We do not know what will happen if we let this continue. But what are you... Thought of Dr. Neri pulling the gun and aiming it right between my eyes for him to be speechless. The experiment is over. Do not continue. I'll destroy the seed and ensure that it does not heal us any further. Nigga, you're gonna kill me! I closed my eyes shut as the sound of a gunshot echoed piercingly loud throughout the room. This is right after I said I trusted you too. But I was still alive. Slowly I opened my eyes to see Leia holding Dr. Neri down. One of the walls near me had a hole etched onto it. Shit, hear me out first, you damn Tarsier! Hard. Leia ignored Dr. Neri and glanced at me. Asa, you're still there, right? Yeah. While she's alive, and the seed is working, shouldn't we keep her alive? Still so much we could learn. Data will receive from this can be used to prevent the future seeds to fail into the same problem. Damn! To fall into the same problem, right? I'm sure you know this, so why are you so eager to end this? Probably the same reason he was eager to let me go in the first place. Dr. Leia, let me tell you what I think. What? Dr. Arcris told me herself that she wanted to be the subject of this particular seed sub-project. So this is me! Told me that if something went wrong, I could make any decision that I feel benefits the project as a whole. That includes killing her. I did not ask why she would do something so outlandish. What did become clear to me was the fact that she obviously did not wish to live any longer. Oh, she found out some more shit, huh? Also might have regained her will to live, but if remembering her past caused her body torment her like this, is it worth continuing the experiment? Or, what do you think happened to Asa if we let this continue? Dr. Leia, I've made a promise to ensure her safety. If not do that, then let me ensure she died with least suffering. Doc, let me ask you a question. Sure, Asa gave you full control back then. How about now? Asa, what do you want to do now? You're just gonna let the seed do whatever it wants? Want to be killed off? Without at least a fight? Nigga, I'd be out the door. Full sprint. He still has that gun in his hand. I'd be hitting the flintlock one out the door. Someone like you. It hurt. Both my head and lower abdomen were aching. However, I still want to live, nigga. Nigga, all you'd be hearing is the Subway Surfer soundtrack as I'm making my way out the room. There we go. That is that then. I still think it is better to end the experiment now, but we do need the data. Asa, if we feel the experiment will turn for the worse, kill you effective immediately. Is that clear? I won't let that happen. I ran track. I hope so. Now then, how... Unable to keep myself conscious any longer now the danger had passed, I slowly began to black out. The danger hadn't passed. He's still in the room. Chapter 7. Growing. In front of me was the barred door. The door that led to my dad's office. Apparently, despite all my effort to infiltrate my dad's workplace, I still couldn't take a look at the files. Only a trusted employee could access the internet files. And I wasn't that. I was disappointed, but I still had this room. I haven't touched it since the day my mom blocked it. Hell with what my mom told me. I haven't even seen her for almost 2 years. It became clear to me that she won't be going back at all. With that in mind, I began to grab the hammer and pull the nails from the planks one by one. As I did, my head thumped. Yet, despite the pain, I continued on like everything was normal. It had to be the seed reacting. Oh, so she's been had this. I didn't have a headache when I was doing this. After I had finished undoing all the planks, I entered the room. Dark and dusty, and there were cobwebs everywhere. I took a deep breath before I began my search for some. Day passed and I found nothing of note. Empty hands, I drove back to the lab. Begin another week of work. Morning, everyone. Here's another great day. We can do this. We're killing people. Shut the fuck up. Here, I brought some pastries this morning. Fresh from the oven. And one of my clients died in a fire today. Come on, you are still bummed out about us three working in the same office? It's been 3 days. Can't you get over it already? Yeah, sure, I'll get over it if she apologizes. She's acting high and mighty now. Do you want me to kiss your feet, m'lady? Well, since you're asking, by all means, you can even lick it if you like it so that much. I don't even know what the hell just came out of my mouth. Holy, you can even lick it if you like it that much. Jesus. I didn't know you had a thing for freak. I didn't know you had a thing for freak. for, bro. Thank you for feet, you freak. Weren't you the one who offered? I say you're projecting right now. You need to be ashamed over your interest, Miss Asa. What are you guys, high schoolers? Come on, guys, it's been a long time together. Is this really the energy you want to be working under? Well, knock it off with the feet stuff. Go find another room if you do want to do that bad. If you want to do that so badly. Made me lose my appetite for these perfectly delicious pastries. Seriously. Dr. Mako brought down the box of pastries. Both Leia and I reached out towards it at the same time. Seeing that, Dr. Mako raised the box over his head. Nope. Seriously, Mako? Why not, huh? Make up and I'll offer you two some. Either that or you starve. That's fine. I wasn't that hungry to begin with. Then, just as if the god of faith loathed me, my stomach gurgled loudly. Yes, I haven't had any breakfast. Mako only grinned at me, while Leia rolled her eyes. You know what you have to do to get breakfast, right? I feel like what you're doing could be considered a criminal act, Dr. Mako. Haha, you're so dramatic, Dr. Arcris, as if we haven't been doing stuff way worse in here already. It's not something you should joke about. Now, those dumb pastries. I'd rather starve than get a half-assed apology. Oh my god, you hear that, Dr. Arcris? She'd rather give up the pastries to you, since you're hungry. What are you on about? Isn't Leia so nice and generous? She really is such an angel. Dude, just shut up. You're fooling no one. Poor Dr. Mako could continue on with his agenda. The door to our office opened, revealing a researcher with bright orange, fluffy hair. Dr. Jones! What's up? Dr. Mako, Dr. Arvin's calling you. Huh? Or... Oh, right! The meeting! Put the box down on his own desk. Toss a glare. Alright, do whatever you two want, but you better save me some for when I get back. And those are the words he left us with before he went to Dr. Jones. Two of us glanced at the box, then at each other, before Leia broke our eye contact by averting her gaze. You can have them, go on. I only stared at her as she began to boot up the computer. Then I grabbed one plain croissant from the box, before I moved the box over to her desk. Here. But I don't want it. Put it back. Dr. Mako bought it for us three. You should be too. Without saying much, he took another croissant and began eating them. It was all talk, huh? Then, I began to put in my own computer. A box landing on my desk this time. Leia had brought them here. Get up, or one is enough for me. That's the one making that loud-ass rumbling noise earlier. One is definitely not filling enough. Alright. Bro, this is how, like, this is how, like, a lot of apologies that I have, like, go, bro. I don't know what it is. Niggas can't say sorry. Like this is how I would know. I'm niggas. People just can't, like, saying sorry is hard. From doing stuff to where you can become cool with the other person is far easier. Like, why is showing affection easier than saying affection? Or no, why is, like, showing you're sorry harder than saying, like, no, it's easier than saying you're sorry? Like, it should be the opposite, no? One's more work. I guess this isn't like technically like an apology, just like I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart. It's so easy to do shit once you wrap it in pride. Fine, I'll take one more. But you're all talk after all. The fact that I had thought the same thing as her earlier made me even more embarrassed. Fortunately for her, it showed, and she immediately seized the opportunity to tease me about it. What, so you can get embarrassed, huh? You just shut up already. God, where'd all your energy go? That was so weak that I almost found it cute. Thus, this daily routine occurred. During the weekdays, I would stay in the Heinz laboratory, and on my days off, I would continue my search in my dad's office. That was all I did during the last few days of 2032. Just like that, a new year dawned. Before I knew it, it was already 2033. Hold on a second. Never mind. I can't do that math. Morning, everyone. I hope you had a great new year. Here's another awesome year ahead of us. Murder people here. This time I bought some fruits. I found them at the market yesterday and decided to buy some. It's important to stay healthy. Happy New Year to you too, but can you get any more obnoxious, buddy? It's impressive how you can stay all sunshine and rainbow like that, even on such a stormy day. Listen, I don't know about y'all, I'd be happy as fuck on stormy days. In fact, it's a stormy day right now. It's just the fact of, like, it's too hot for summer, bro. You've been agreeing a lot lately. See, I knew you guys were compatible. Alright. Besides, isn't that all the more reason to stay positive? The world may be against us, but we have to push back even harder. It sucks knowing that this guy is dead. Oh, I also brewed us some espresso. We'll have a long day ahead of us. Starting the new year with another jug full of coffee, huh? What's going on today? Well, I will be taking Val to the Mind Division for that project. It seems that they're finally ready to try again, even after the horrible failure of their first few attempts. Those loons. I don't think we have any right to judge them like that, Leia. What's happened? What project is this? Treasure Argus, do you know anything about the Mind Division? I know the gist of it. They're focused on transferring memories of a deceased person to a new host, right? Yeah, you're right. I assume you're unaware of the environment there. Dr. Frida is there, huh? Quite far from here and I haven't had any chance to visit. It's better if you don't. They treat the subjects even worse there. Really? You've heard of... Yup, I knew it. I knew it. I said Dr. Frida. I forgot her whole last name. You've heard of Dr. Frida Hines, haven't you? She's stationed there and is given full authority over what goes on there. That should give you an idea of how chaotic that division is. For this bitch, knowing that I'm a researcher that I used to be here, was still being a... I see. Here's the craziest thing. One of their subjects... I'm not monetized. I think I can say this, right? Whatever. One of their subjects murked themselves because of Frida. That's what I've heard. And the executives let this slide. Exactly. They let Frida do whatever the hell she wants because she's supposedly his daughter. Or her clone, at least. Leia only shook her head as she poured some espresso for herself and said, Uncle, though, avert his gaze to the side with a troubled look on him. I thought bro was about to say, don't drink that, that's not for you, that's for the that's for the subject, and we drugged it. You know, I've heard from Dr. Nire that Val, Subject 32, was an investigative journalist before his memory was wiped. He said that Val was investigating near the Mind Division lab and got caught. He was on to us. I wonder. Saying that they purposely wanted to get rid of him then. Oh. I caught Mako's gaze drifting towards the security camera. He looked back to us. Just say, be careful. Mind what you say in public spaces and you share to others outside this facility. Be aware of your surroundings when you're outside the lab. That's all I wanted to say. Got it. Also, while I'm away. You two will be in charge of taking care of the subjects today. Huh? Leia and I? Oh, this is good. Think of it as a bonding exercise. Know each other better, won't you? Yep, I'm sure you two will do just fine. I'll be off then. Be good, you two. Oh shit, wait. Button, right? Okay. Being that damn Tarsiers' right-hand man has got to suck. Look at him, always moving around, talking to all sorts of people, cleaning after people's messes. Tarsier? These animals. Leia then pulled up her phone and showed me a picture of a four-legged mammal, sitting on a tree with its eyes terrifyingly large. Looks like Dr. Nire, huh? Huh. You're right. Huh. Noticing now as being friendly with Leia, I stopped laughing and cleared my throat. Pretty funny, I guess. I simply said. Funny. What was all that about? Anyway. What were we saying about Dr. Mako? I was just saying that I'd rather not be him. You seen him chugging coffee every day, every hour last week? Here seems to entrust everything onto him. They have a Best Employee award, they'll give it to Mako, no doubt. Out of his own job description, he's doing errands, representing the Tarsier during meetings, taking care of the subjects. But he's working here of all places. Huh? How long has he been working here for? You believe me if I said like around years-ish? Really? I thought he's been here for longer. Yeah, because he's a good ass kisser. Tarsier is fond of him. Other staff and subjects like him. Hell, I hang out with the guy outside of work sometimes. Maybe you could take a note or two from him. I've noticed that the others find your attitude pretty unpleasant. You've acted all cold like you've been, the subjects might just punch you in the face. Just saying. Fuck. Hey, people don't hate me, I just keep my distance from them. If you want to believe, now then, we got a job to do. Let's just finish this quick. Sure. This was the first time I became more aware of the subjects and what we were dealing with, or what they were dealing with. There were around 7 subjects in total. For a big-ass facility, that seemed kind of low, but, you know, kidnapping people and being discreet is hard. We had to observe the subjects, feed them, take them to the bath, sometimes even help them bathe, and then help them in anything else they needed. Most of the subjects were clones in one way or another. Oh, clones of dead people. Oh, that is an effective way. That is an effective way to get human test subjects. I mean, you know, it's not them, but it's still a conscious human being at the end of the day. Like, if we want to get technical, like, okay, before people say like, oh, it's the clones, I mean, technically it doesn't matter. If we want to get technical, twins are technically just clones, but like natural clones. I'm not gonna lie, I realized I type how I talk. I was trying to put in like type in like a part on my phone, like cut out, and I misspelled. I misspelled so fucking much. Some were aggressive towards us, some were in a vegetative state, some were even conscious. Oh, but yeah, like I was saying, twins are just the same sperm cell for twins, if I remember correctly. So, they're typically just genetic clones. Or natural clones. These are still people at the end of the day. It was as if none of them knew how to talk or act like other humans would. Okay, you know the drill. Let me give you a brief introduction for this latest subject. Last subject. I nodded. Leia had been giving me pretty detailed explanations of the subjects so that I know what to expect. She didn't have to do that, but she did. Admittedly, this made me respect her even more, despite her personality. Yes, 2 IDs. 1316 003 1316 119. Don't call him either of that, call him March instead. Ah, March. He's been passed around from the Mind Division to ours. Yeah, we cloned him using his host's DNA, passed him on to the Mind Division, plant some memories onto him. Given back to us since that project failed, apparently. The Mind Division screwed up. He came back to us completely aggressive and self-destructive. Calmed down a lot since, but he still has episodes sometimes. We'll need to be prepared for that. Or anything else I need to keep in mind? Just don't offend him and you'll be fine. Understood. Well, what offends him then? Good, then we're going in. Most walked to a dimly lit room. The subject was sitting on a wheelchair while reading a book on his lap. Hey, March. Leia. How you doing? Great, just catching up on the novel you weren't kidding, this is really good. Goes in my head. Out loud? And reading anyway. I don't get it. Like, why in prisons and stuff? Bro, do you know how more like I get it. Like, oh, they're like mad at you, mean. But like, why not just give them a TV? Give them Netflix. Just give. Put a TV on all the people's walls. Them Netflix. Or like Amazon Prime. Or hell, give each of them like a stack of like highly popular rated books. Something. Bro, people when they're bored will do God knows what. March didn't even give me a chance to get the cover though, as he swiftly threw the book away underneath it. You turn the lights on, dude. Can you even read like that? I'll make sure I have to hide the book. And make sure I have time to hide the book in case another researcher wanted on me, you know? Well, I answered one of my questions. More importantly, is this the newbie? Yes, my name is Asa Argris. I've heard some things about you. Not back to Makoto when you first got here. How'd you know? Pointing at Leia, she simply shrugged at that. Yeah, my bad. I didn't actually feel bad about it. Huh, that's just like her. Anyway, call me March. Don't you dare call me anything else. Right. You're talking, the door opened. Excuse me, Dr. Leia? Huh? What is it? Sorry, we need you for something. Please come with us. Okay. Sorry, Asa, finish the one up for me. And March, go easy on her. Got it? Yeah. Once Leia left, the atmosphere began to turn cold. All because March's friendliness had all but disappeared, as he was now glaring at me. Argus, let me tell you something. I hate the researchers here, except for Leia and Mako. I do admire your guts. You're still working here for those bastards, and that's a red flag. Treat me or any of the other subjects like dirt, and I'll make you regret it. I don't intend to do that, March, but let me ask you this. What makes Leia and Mako so different from the other researchers? For all we know, those two could treat you guys with kindness just to get their jobs done. Have they actually done anything to improve your lives here? Well, actually, they gave a book, so... Funny, you just don't know about it. The book Leia lent me. It's a small gesture, sure, but it's sure damn better than what we have to deal with without them. Sometimes all we need is just a little bit of kindness for us to feel like we're humans. Leia and especially Mako gave us that. But that shouldn't be the case, should it? That's at the bare minimum. Look, you need to cut that out. All that judgment you gave them is really unfair. You aware that Leia has a weak little brother that she has to take care of? Rose. The situation sounds so awfully familiar that I began to think back on my own past. Her parents are pretty much not in the picture, so she had to bust her ass to pay for her little brother's meds, rent and for food. Makes sense that she'd do anything for a good paycheck, don't you agree? Information came as a surprise to me. Okay, so then it came. He's not related to in any way. Government. No, but that wouldn't make sense either. How? I was assuming fucking homegirl's age. Oh yeah, no, they're not related. Surprise, huh? Leia's actually pretty soft-hearted, you know. As for Mako, I don't know what his deal is. That nigga's weird. I can tell you that he's not just acting nice for the sake of making his job easier. What I'm trying to say is those two aren't exactly evil. Few of the researchers here are actually decent. You're directing your anger towards the wrong people. Really want to get back at somebody? Get Dr. Smith. He spat at me weeks ago. Damn, what the fuck? Or Dr. Lansam. Or Dr. Lasnam. He was so annoying. He's obviously screwing around with me. Or this guy from the Mine Division. Better yet, look at the executives behind this whole project instead. The whole reason this thing happened. Can you do that though? Are you brave enough to do that? Listen. I'm too lazy to cut that out. Or you just all talk. Much's threat had only lit up a fire inside me. See, I'll apologize to them. Thank you for telling me. Oh, so you're not that much of a hard ass after all. You should also not judge a book by its cover, it seems. Guess so. If there was something I set my mind to, then I would commit to it. That also includes apologizing. 2 days since then, after work, I drove 4 hours to the nearest town in search of an apology gift. The town itself wasn't a big one, either, so my options were somewhat limited. It was when I was scurrying through the street that something unexpected happened. It's either Leia, Mako, or Al. I'm gonna say it's Al because he's not dead. And it's been like years. He has to be somewhere. He's in hiding. While I was walking, my arm was suddenly grabbed by someone. It surprised me greatly. I immediately tried to shake whoever was off, but their grip was extremely tight. So I looked up to see who it was. First of all, she turned out to be a baddie. Let me just say that now. So, but oh my god! Oh! Oh! Oh, CYRIL! Oh my! I'ma knock your fucking teeth out! Oh! Oh my god! What? Huh? That was the. I'm not gonna lie. I crossed CYRIL off my mind when she left, bro. Ace, don't you fucking call me that, you... Huh? You're also ignorant, aren't you? I'm... CYRIL Adair. I keep hearing Adair and thinking of fucking, Arvin, but Arvin's name is Niere. Don't you remember me? Yes, I fucking remember you. You gave me trauma! Chapter 8, Present. Pain. And all the 6 paths that come with it. The white ceiling greeted me once again. The ache in my head, body hadn't subsided at all. In fact, I think it only became slightly more painful. Sitting up was somehow difficult. It was as if my back was rude to the bed. Perhaps it was, in fact, rude to the bed. I didn't dare to look. Too scared of what I'd see. Asa. Don't need to sit up or look at me. Just stay as you are, okay? I'm dying. How are you feeling? Body and head hurts. Hey. Sorry, Asa, you'll be fine, I promise, so please hang on. Yeah. If she said that, then my body probably looked horrendous. Don't take much of your time. Eat all the rest you can, so please take a break. Drown out the pain. Close my eyes once again. Went into the past real fat. This shit is... Oh, I feel like... Okay, she said I was at the halfway point, but this really feels like Asa, the seed is fucking killing Asa, and I'm, like, getting through this. 2 of us were sitting in a small, worn hotel bedroom that CYRIL rented from the window. The side of the light snow falling outside could be seen. After we unexpectedly came across each other, CYRIL urged me to come to have a talk. I agreed. Now that we were here, the air between us felt suffocating. Hold on, so you got your friend back. Why'd you do the... Okay. I sat on one of the chairs. Across me was none other than CYRIL Adair herself, sitting on the bed with her legs crossed, her eyes downcast. Somehow, seeing the unusually sunny CYRIL like this felt wrong. Yeah, no, bro. Going from, like, happy-ass kid who could, like, turn that shit up. I mean, yeah, you're an adult now, and you're looking at your friend who you abandoned. There were old scars on her skin, too. What the fuck happened to you? Where'd you get those from? Fucking you life kid. Come on, bro. What in the world happened when we were apart? Sister, y'all both went through some went through some shit. Your mother abandoned you, and she... Who knows what happened to her? How have you been? Good. How about you? Fine. Good. Yep. I just wanted to run at that moment. We talked before anyway. I even conversed to her like how I used to. I had so many questions, but I couldn't utter out a single one. You're working near this place or something? Something like that? As... Huh? Job, what do you do? I work as, florist. The sound? Yeah. Huh. Also, there's not a single florist shop in this town. Damn! You know what? There is a government-funded lab a few hours away from here. You're perhaps working there instead. For some reason I couldn't deny it. Seeing my reaction, or lack thereof, Cyril's gaze darkened. I'll take that as a yes, then. Really, Asa? After you know what your dad was doing, you decide you want to continue his legacy? I thought you were way better than that. So fucking disappointed. So, wait, how'd you know? How, you ask? Let me reintroduce myself. He stood up and approached me. Oh, what the hell? What? Huh? One of her hands suddenly grabbed my arm while her other hand pulled a pocket knife pressed against my neck. How many fucking... woman! That was when she finally grinned, sending chills up my spine. My name is CYRIL Adair, a journalist investigating Project Mentem Psychosis. I couldn't breathe under the gaze of hers. It was simply far too painful to look at. You are using your friendship for fucking journalist? Come on, bro. Let me explain myself and give me a chance to explain myself, bro. When they stupid, and I'll slit your throat. Don't think I'll go easy on you just because we used to be friends. Maybe, hey, think about this. Maybe if you, I don't know, didn't run away as a child, came back to me, and show me what you saw, we could have been working together, you fucking bitch! I was beating hard. Cold sweat began to trickle down my forehead. Trying to keep myself calm to compose myself. Bro made that hard for me to do when she dug the blade deeper. Furious. What do you want from me? Valentino Gale Vasquez Lopez. 25-year-old, wavy black hair, tan skin, blue eyes. Is that March? Have you seen him in the lab? He's an investigative journalist too, a friend of mine. Oh, that's the guy they took. He disappeared when he was trying to get more info. Yes. In the lab now? He's already transferred to the Fine Division. Seriously? And you're not lying to me. Wouldn't dare. Shit, damn it. Sorry. Bullshit you are. You're just saying that because your life is on the line. Mean it, CYRIL. Don't support Project Mentem Psychosis at all. What you're doing is inhumane, and I'm sorry that your friend had to go through all that. Dad, I can feel her raising her blade away from my neck just ever so slightly. Why the hell are you working there? You need to find more answers. What do you mean? There's still more that we haven't found out about back then. I don't know what... What? I don't know, so I want to... I don't know what, so I want to find out. You decided to work in your dad's workplace. Yes, I thought I'd be able to find my answers there. Explanation, she finally let go. She only ruffled her hair and sighed. Ooh. Are you speechless? Insane, Asa. You know that, don't you? You pressed a knife to my neck. Backed out when we were about to check out your dad. You backed out when we were about to check out your dad's office. You were scared then, so why not now? No. We went through there. We went through my dad's office. Then after we were gonna go, then again, you decided to be a bitch. You grabbed something and then you left. You abandoned me. Why can't you just let go? Girl trailed off when her eyes landed on me. I didn't know why until she pointed it out. You crying? Ugh. I raised my hands up to my eyes. I didn't notice how much I was shaking until now. My cheeks were wet with tears too. I tried to rub it off, tried to breathe, nothing worked. Tears only kept coming, my breathing became quicker. It wasn't long until I began to sob. In a sad attempt to protect the little amount of dignity I had, I only covered my face with both my hands. Was this relief? I was finally out of danger, relief that CYRIL believed me. Was it a feeling of betrayal because I didn't expect my former friend to threaten my life like that? Was it anger? It was everything, bro. While I was embarrassingly crying my eyes out, I didn't know how CYRIL must have felt. Confused or annoyed. I didn't know, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to know. One thing I knew for sure was that she didn't say anything. When I felt as though I could finally take control of my emotions again, deep breath and rub my eyes. When I looked at CYRIL again, she was already offering me some tissues. God, Asa. I just thought that you just went to work there. Sorry, there's too much going on. Seeing her like this immediately reminded me of her old self. In an instant, I could feel relief wash over me. There was still a part of her that I recognized. I would grab the tissues and you. Next time, listen to friend something. Noted. Heck, let me help that as an apology too. Fucking get battery. Hold on. Hold on. I need to grab the charger. Yes, I'm working this on a laptop. I said I'm now only slightly bored now. Girl's hand reached out before it stopped midair. Oh, sorry. You probably can't anyone near your vitals after that happened. Down, I saw my own hand grabbing hers tightly. Am I really scared? Was it something else? I didn't know that if I were to push away right now, CYRIL would only become. I've noticed that was how she had always been. Back then, I should have held her hand and prevented her from running away. You literally stood there on your knees, crying and chasing her down. You don't take any of this blame. Now I won't make that same mistake. Asa, that's okay. You can let go. I won't touch you anymore, so... No. Huh? Deep breath to calm my nerves. It was finally time for a much-needed talk. I think I was scared. Me? Yes, nigga! Yes, but listen to me first. You ran away from the house back then. I knew that you stole my DNA. I didn't know why you did that. I didn't know why you left without telling me anything. I thought we were friends. Please tell me why you stole it. Yeah. I always like this. You talk about how you always wanted to make me happy, but then you did something like that and ran away. I was hurt, you know? I wish you would explain. I didn't want our last meeting to be like that. Let's start there. Why did you steal it? Girl ruffled her hair with her other hand before answering me. I'm your dad's office. I found the tube where your DNA was stored. Once I knew what it was, all I could think of at the time was that I should take it. At first, I couldn't figure out why. I just hated seeing it there. If I told you that I stole it for no reason, I thought you would have exploded on me, called me a thief or whatever, and I don't want that. You want to understand why I did what I did. We'll trailed off as she looked away for a brief second. Then she moved her hand towards my cheek. Her touch was gentle yet firm. Our eyes met shortly after. Asa, I'm about to tell you something. But do not think for a second that it was me trying to guilt trip you. Got it? Okay. Tell me. Good. After nodding, she lowered her hand and began explaining. After I stole your DNA, my family and I moved away. Months passed by until one fateful day happened. It was during one Wednesday night. I was sleeping over at my friend's house when her parents woke me up. My house was burning. My house was burning up, they said. I quickly went over, but it was no use. My parents, they passed from the fire. Oh,
Wait, no, Arvin did pull up and say, where is it at? How'd they know? They tracked it down? Was there a track on it or some shit?
Sorry to hear that. CYRIL only nodded. Hey, you know, my parents are dead. It's like, damn, sorry to hear that. Hey, you know, my pops is kind of gone too. My mother's basically dead. She don't talk to me no more. My brother, that nigga's in Cancun somewhere. I stayed at my uncle's that day. When I did, I heard him talking to the police. There I learned that the fire was unnatural. Clear signs of gasoline being used to fuel the flames. 2 days after that, the police ruled it as an accident. But what's funny, the day after that, someone tried to shoot me when I was walking home from school. 13-year-old me. They caught the culprit, but it definitely wasn't him. I still remember the attackers clearly. Their body types were just vastly different. Innocent man was framed, regardless of what I said. So I connected the dots. Someone was definitely targeting me and my family. But for what? I felt like I couldn't breathe. Because of the DNA, wasn't it? Bingo. Those people knew I know too much, somehow. Sorry, because of me, you... Stop it. I already told you that I'm not explaining this to gain sympathy from you. You're roped into this just like I am. My point is, I soon realized that it was because of your DNA that those things were happening. I initially hated you for it.
You stole it! I tried to get you to come back! I needed answers! You didn't want to tell me nothing!
I wanted to throw the damn tube away, but I couldn't. Not. I just don't have the heart to. A lot of thinking. After that, because of it, I realized many things. One of them is that I realized that you've become someone important to me. And you wouldn't want any of this to happen either. That means I'm only myself to blame. I realized I wasn't it either. No, the root of all this, it all comes back to Project Memtemp Psychosis. So now you're trying to expose it. Yeah. See. The moment to process everything she had just told me. Only one question arose. You don't hate me then? On the side, no. Even then, I don't think I could hate you entirely. Even though you were so ready to kill me. You really think I'm that heartless? You did say you were serious. Sorry, okay? Here, I'll patch that ear scratch up as an apology. I let her put a band-aid on my neck, fully trusting her. She was finished, her phone buzzed. She excused herself, but left the room to talk. She used that time to wander around the room, observing the tiny space. Clothes were strewn to the floor, someone on her own bed. Then, when I observed the bedside table, I saw a familiar object. The DNA tube containing my genes. It was still there. The surface of the container, now adorned with a few scratches. CYRIL did say not to feel guilty, but how could I? You'd think I was that heartless? She hadn't met me. She lived a much more normal life now, away from danger. Both her parents at her side. I mean, technically both of you were. Well, you wouldn't have. Al would have still, you know, he still would have hit the Tootsie Slide off the bridge with its pops. And your mother would have still lost her mind. So, you know, you were fucked. Well, you would have met someone she loved. Who would get married and start a happy family. I just pushed her out that day. Wouldn't have robbed CYRIL of the life that she deserved. She robbed herself. She stole that. Maybe wouldn't have ended up like this. I stretched my hand out, wanting to take the tube, but stopped myself. What's the point of taking it now? It had already been far too late. Back. I should tell you something. What is it? One who called me earlier was Makoto. Oh, and that's why he was trying to steal me away. Oh. What, Makoto Fujiwara? Yeah. I do know him. He's my coworker. Wait, Why did he call you? Did you find out that you're investigating the project? No, well, yeah. He did seek me out and found me, but not because he wanted to catch me. At that moment, it clicked on me. We've been working together with you. Yep, he's been providing me with evidences. Now, I want to ask you if you want to do the same thing he does. You disagree with the project, right? I'll do it. No hesitation at all! That's the Asa I know. What you need to do is simple, but dangerous if you're not careful. Send me more proof. Same cold hard evidence so that when we expose this, there won't be any room for doubt. Okay. Okay, I mean, yeah, you can expose it and, like, people will be aware of it, yeah. But, like, don't get twisted. A lot of the people who run this project, or, like, who are part of this project, they're not getting arrested. That's not happening. This is a government-funded project. The government is not... Brother, you see what the government is doing... Well, the American government is doing now? Or, actually, no, I'm gonna say all government. Do you see what the government is doing now? You think they're gonna arrest those people? Hell no. But anyone who kind of works there, like, they're getting killed. If a CEO can get shot, no, people are putting bullets in their heads. Alright. Here's my contact. Alternatively, you can also just give me things physically in person, in case you're suspicious you're being tracked. You can ask Mako how he does it. He's been doing this for a while now. Understood. And lastly, be careful. Mean it. I need those evidences, but your well-being is much more important than that. Got it? Of course, you should be careful too. Earl then took a brief glance at the sky outside the window. Nighttime was approaching. I won't keep you for long. You should head back before it gets too late. Right. Despite saying that, neither of us budged. I felt like I wanted to say something to her, but I couldn't think. My mind was drawing a blank. Eventually, I sighed and opened my mouth to say something. Hey, CYRIL. Oh. My bad. Go on. Go on first this time. Huh. Fine. I just wanted to say sorry. Every time you're with me, I just keep making you cry again. I was so convinced I wouldn't meet you again, and I thought that was just for the best. Yet here we are. Yeah, I was fully ready to never see. Like, damn, I just pulled an awesome. I was mentally ready to just never see CYRIL again. I ain't even mentally ready. I just subconsciously thought it. Should have pushed me away, yet you chose not to. Even after I pointed a knife on your neck, you're still here. That being said, can I say that was a question I want to know? Because, like, I don't even want to leave here and they don't turn out friends again. Can I take that as a sign that we could still try to mend our relationship? I only stared at her wordlessly. Well, if you just want us to have a strictly professional relationship, that's fine too. I got it. Don't force yourself. I just think that it'd be nice if I can redeem myself, you know? I promised so many things to you, and I still want to keep them, if you'd let me. But if you think that it's late, or... Bro. Yeah. I'm always like this when it comes to this. Always trying to back off once you've said whatever you want. Don't do that. Commit to it. I need to hear your conviction. CYRIL, do you really want to do this or not? I do, Asa. I want us to start over again. This time, I won't run off. Not anymore. I swear I won't make you cry ever again. Close my eyes, let inward sink in. It was winter, but I could physically feel the warmth spraying in my chest. Thank you, CYRIL. I think this is the first time I've seen her smile in her adult life. Ever since we left off on a bad note, I've always wanted to have this talk with you. Glad that ended well. That's all I've ever wanted. I'm glad too. Now that I've said my piece, what did you want to say earlier? No, it's just... Can you call me Ace again? Yeah, definitely Ace. They ended after we said our goodbyes. I bought both Leia and Mako some breads and fruit. apology. Next day started off like usual. Morning, everyone! I stopped by to buy some ingredients on my way back. So I made us some lunch boxes. Why do I talk better when I use a fake voice instead of my real one? Mako, you went on a 45-hour-long trip, and you still woke up early to cook. Are you ever tired at all? Oh, I'm fucking dying, please help me. What can I say? It's my duty as a senior to lighten my junior's burdens. Yeah, you're such a wonderful senior. I'm so happy to have you around. Well, this is troubling. Wrong. I bought some food for you guys too. Really? You don't have to look so surprised over it. The occasion, Dr. Argus. Is it your birthday? Why would I get you food on my birthday? No. I just wanted to say sorry. For what? About that whole thing. The ruckus I've caused my first day. I'm only apologizing to you guys. Got it. Thank you for the gifts too. Our inflexible Asa apologizing, huh? Never expected this to happen. That means we'll be having a feast today. Well, the problem is, I might have bought. I pulled out the bag of food and showed it to them. Shit, you weren't kidding! I know I told you to take notes for Mako, but this is too much. Can't finish it all by the evening, we can give this out to the others. You should do it, Dr. Argus. The others might warm up to you. I don't want to. So you can give it out to others if you want. I'm apologizing to you guys. I don't give a fuck about the rest of them. Not so. Oh, well, at least I tried. So, Dr. Mako, do you have anything scheduled tonight after work? No, why do you ask? I was wondering if we could talk alone. Of course. Mako easily agreed without further questioning, as if he already knew what we were going to talk about. Once work was over, I took Mako for a drive with me. During our car ride, I asked him, Dr. Mako, I've heard you... He stopped me from saying anything further. Alright, Dr. Argus, we should drive a little further ahead. Why? We're far enough. Again, I tried to talk to Mako, but he got out of the car and said, Mako, where are you going? Sorry, I want to just take a breath of fresh air. Figured talking out here would be better, don't you think? Unless you're cold. No, the temperature's fine. This is South California, after all. That shit would be in South California. Ain't nobody searching up shit in South California. Wait. After saying that, he walked up to the nearest large rock, dusted it off before he sat down. Then patted an empty space beside him, urging me to take a seat on it as well. Followed suit and took a seat. Would have been great if this campfire, but we'll make do what we have. Let me know if you get too cold. Wouldn't want you freezing to death. I'll be fine. Great. Now then, let's quiet down and take an arse around. Confused, but I did as he told me to do. There wasn't too cold despite it being winter. It was just perfect. Looked up, countless stars spread up across all the dark sky. I've never really been outside the lab this late, so the scenery was new to me. All really in the middle of nowhere. I'll probably just install this if Mako didn't tell me to. The only sound I heard was gentle winds, plants rustling, and one or two crickets. I'll say this straight up. Listen, I love having a fan. Fans are amazing. One of humanity's best inventions. However, though, like AC and cold fan is nice. It cannot top natural high wind in like a cold night. Like natural cold wind, brother, that shit will have you. Cold, brother, that shit. Like days like that, like where you like. Try that again. It's days like that where you just like. Fuck my whole thought, bro. Fuck me in general. Like, whatever, bro. It was surprisingly very peaceful and beautiful here. I thought that our workplace was an hour away from here. My question was, why would he bring me all the way out here? I slowly glanced at Mako, who seemed to be looking off to the side. I was wrong and trust. He couldn't be a double agent. Earl seemed to, but I myself had only known him for a few months by this point. Well, I didn't really read that last part. You were attacking me right now. Oh, huh. Pretty good place, huh? Yeah. Huh? Sometimes I just sit out here when I need some time to myself. Just so people are quiet. Makes it easier to notice if someone were following us. Oh, so that's why. I want to talk about CYRIL. Yes. Are you completely sure that this area is safe? Yeah. There are surveillance cameras outside the lab, but not after a certain. They can't afford that, luckily enough. Right, the government is cheap. See. And here I was starting to get suspicious of your intention. Yeah, sorry about that. I should have clarified first. Just so you can be sure, look around. Look, just so you can be sure, look, I don't have any weapons on me. He said as he pat his empty pockets and aired his coat. And I only see you as my coworker, nothing more. So you don't have to worry about that either. I only see you as my coworker, nothing more about that either. What? Hold on. Pockets airs. Coworker, no. Are they trying to say that we're not friends? I assume this is my tag. So then, CYRIL told me just about everything. My body and my past self must be looking like Swamp Thing right now. But you meeting her and what you agreed to do? Once again, I admire your bravery, but are you sure about this? I'm sure. Right, I knew you'd say that. I'll make this as brief as I can. I have access to internal documents, so you don't need to worry about that. Focus on documenting the subjects. One thing I've been neglecting. I know this is gonna sound bad, but try to take some pictures or record the subjects when they're at their worst state. It's horrible, I know, but it sure send a message to the public. Reluctantly nodded. Yeah! Be careful not to get caught. They're very wary about staff recording and taking pictures at the lab. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of wondering. Brother, the subjects are being recorded, monitored, constantly. What do you mean, take pictures? How am I gonna do that? I gotta wear, a type of wire, mini camera or something? Now that you're doing this, they'll most likely sign permanently. You especially need to be careful. You've been very open about your opinions towards the project after all. And good. Any questions? I do. How long have you been doing this? Around a few months ago, I started seeking CYRIL out on May last year, I think. Why CYRIL? 2 reasons. One is that she's actually pretty famous. She's a pretty famous investigative journalist. And 2, if I didn't have fat but damn fingers. Huh? Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I stood up for a second to go get food, because, I'm hungry. I'm not gonna lie, my ass got lightheaded for a bit. Ooh, talking takes a lot of oxygen. I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what I was doing. Or what I was saying. That, type shit, bro. She didn't tell you? No, she didn't. What were we talking about? Huh. Well, she did that. She was being extremely vague about the project. Told you about how a man was falsely accused for attempting to shoot her? nodded. Her story mostly focused on shedding light on any injustice, but she did leave a few hints that she knew something worth silencing. There I looked up the records out of curiosity and actually found her name. What records? This project keeps an eye out on people who knew the existence of Project Bedtime. CYRIL is one of them. Reading through a record, she apparently stole a subject's data. That's me. Who? Subject was me. My dad used to work for the project, and I'm his daughter's clone. The original me died after birth. So they used my DNA to make me.
Seriously?
Seriously. Wow. Sorry, I wasn't expecting that. I did think your name was a bit familiar. Is that why you're working here? Partly. My dad was hiding something, so I came here to hopefully find out what it was. Oh, I could ask him outright since he passed. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay. I assumed he was planning something. Something to do with me, but I couldn't really access the files. Guess who does, though? Ah, right. Is it okay for me to show you? Told you not to be so formal. Just checking the files, it's not a big deal. Then I'll be counting on you. So much, Doc. What did I say about being formal? Drop it. In fact, drop the doctor too. Just call me Mako. Sure, but if you call me Dr. Arcris, I'd feel bad just for Mako. Your nickname, huh? Your name's already short as is. How about Ace? That's perfect, Mako. Huh, that's way better. So then Ace, any questions? Yeah, 2 more questions. The only ones working together. Our division, yeah. I'm trying to find allies in another division. Got the robotics division. I've got the robotics division covered, surprisingly. Robotics division, huh? Robotics division, huh? Mine division, there's someone I'm working with. His name is Dr. Aspen. That name sounds familiar. I've also been eyeing the head, but he's a bit unreadable. Not to mention that Frida is there too. How about Leia? No, I don't want to bring her into this. Not because she's on level or anything, but I just don't want anything bad to happen, or anyone else. I figured I could do it by myself. I'm happy to have you on board, though. Last question. Why are you doing this? You mean why? Isn't the answer obvious? Yes, but I genuinely thought you were trying to be the executive. Have your way to work beyond what is asked of you, be up to the other staffs and subjects. I really thought you were simply promotion. Yeah, that's what it looks like, huh? Honestly, I want to redeem myself. That's why. The oldest son, and I have 5 younger siblings. Damn! Everyone is always counting on me. I need to set a good example for them. That's why I took the opportunity to work here. Dr. Nieri offered it to me. Cooler than the brother who helped major research, right? Not only that, the pay is pretty good. I figured that I could send it back to my family to help support my little brothers and sisters. I accepted the job, and I couldn't sleep my first weekend. Still have sleep problems until today, but anyway. Felt so guilty. No matter how you look at it, reviving someone is impossible. Research is ultimately just to torture both the staff and subjects. Even the staff hope that death is irreversible, all while hurting and killing the people. They're gonna constantly revive, like, rich people. Bro, I had a. I'm not gonna say what my idea was, but this reminded me of an idea I had. It's a cyber, like, okay. Like I had like an idea like this, or like in like the future, like if they did, like make a like revive thing. Bro, it's just, damn well that shit is gonna be hidden for like ages. Either that, or like it's gonna be really fucking expensive where only rich people could have it, and rich people could rule their shitty empires forever and ever while people die. Hell, if they do that now, that's what's gonna happen. Like, oh no, you can't kill me, I'm immortal. You just shoot me down. I'm still living. The cruel cycle. The executive being stubborn about the concept doesn't help. There's no talking them out of it. Like you, I couldn't just stay and let it happen. As for me being a workaholic, honestly, working is a great way to drown out any unnecessary thoughts. Don't be like me though, got it? Find a better coping mechanism, Ace. You really should worry about yourself before you start worrying about me. I'll be fine. I'm still here, aren't I? Thanks for worrying, though. Now then, was that everything you wanted to talk to me about? Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Mako. Oh, thank you, Mako. Always happy to serve. Go on, we should head back before it gets too late. I drove us back to the lab afterward. Upon entering my own room, I laid down on my bed and stared up at the ceiling. Ooh. My talk with Mako earlier had me thinking. The more I learned of him, the more he reminded me of my own brother, Alonzo. Yeah. So wherever the hell he is, he's still alive! Concern over me and perhaps him being an older brother himself, really. Only that, I got to search the internal files for me too. Possibly. I was glad we had this talk. Why am I yawning? I just took a nap like a bit ago. Yet despite that, I still felt uneasy. Something went wrong. For example, the girl were to be caught. Perhaps there was something I could do, a plan B perhaps. Couldn't convince the executives that reviving someone was possible. What if I tried finding a way that all of it could be ethically? Of course, I wouldn't revive anyone. But healing a fatal wound is more than possible. Priest restoration. Sounds more plausible than reviving somebody. Ooh, he's the one that made this. Alright, so it would help people like me who are born with weakness. I found an ethical and safe way to this. Surely this would will cycle Mako mentioned. 9. Present. Body. Pain subsided ever so slightly. For a while I didn't dare move nor open my eyes. My body had been going against my own will, and I wasn't ready to see what it had turned into. If emotional distress was the cause of the growth, then wouldn't it be better if I never saw myself at all? That was unrealistic, though. I knew that. Eventually I had to open my eyes and face myself. However, just for a while, let me run away. My eyes closed, I heard the sound of the door opening. I instantly froze, wondering who walked in. A set of footsteps. 2 sets of footsteps. Pulled and grew closer. Body seems... Oh. Look on you. Wow, I guess you should really feel guilty about all this. Went out of your way to visit her only when she's asleep. Talking to me. March. You are trying to prove yourself. Now, body stiffened. Almost stabbed by Free. Okay? Don't you blame me for not trusting you. Up again. We'll help her, right? Good. Up. Yeah? Arthur, you're awake? Yeah, what was all that about? How much did you hear? Everything. Oh. Well, it's fine. Bro and I have been talking, I can take better care of you. Okay? We're stabbed by Frida before. Everybody's been stabbed by Frida before, bro. It's a long story I don't want. That's why you see. Oh shit. Right. How long have I been asleep? A few days! 4 or 5. Hope now with my own body, finally braving myself to do so. My legs were still elongated, this time with some excess skin branching out. It was as if I was looking at a tree. For my feet, flesh grew and branched out. My arms, skin roots that grew were still there. It only multiplied. Repulsive. My body was so repulsive I had to cover my mouth and swallow saliva to stop myself from vomiting. Almost nauseated. So alien. Oh. Look. Yeah. Force yourself to look, it's okay. My hand felt warm on top of my eyes as she covered it. Then that very same warmth enveloped my head. Leia hugged me. I don't have it as hard as you, but I understand how it feels. Don't force it. Okay. have to, otherwise how will I? Eventually have to, I know, but take it slowly. Not ready to look, don't look. My body get worse, will grow even more. Your best to fix it, but it's not a guarantee. However, even if your body might have changed, you're still you, Asa. Well, that's hard to take in right now, but please remember that. Here I said that I wanted this. The truth, Leia? Leia went quiet on my question. I took that, yes. Away from Leia, my feet scalding hot as I stared at her. Oh, why I chose this? I don't remember wanting any of this. I always hate how weak I am. Stupid has to do this. When I have to talk me into being the subject, right? There's no way I would do this. They know. Is that why I'm here now? They know that. Stop, calm yourself down, Asa. I wasn't calm. What do you think I am? I've always been holding everything in since I first woke up here. Ah. Next, are you going to say that I hate your guts and you're high and mighty? Yeah. Okay, her whole personality is coming back. Face Leia. And on my back. Oh, sorry. I should go in bed and start arguing with you like this. How do you feel? Sure? Yeah. I say so. Like I said, we didn't get along at first, but we've already passed up now. Uncle is dead, the entire Sierra is losing hope, and Marsh's condition is unstable. Fighting is the last thing we need. Everything's falling apart. March. Really undergoing the seed project too, then. Yeah. I can't say much about it, but he's not doing so. Also, this needs to be said. Don't be reckless, no matter what you might remember next. A lot of people care about you. Talk to me about it. Dude, do. If I don't want to tell you outright, why not? If you were to remember anyway, I think it's best to take it step by step. Besides, I don't think I have to hard to tell you for being. Leia was looking away, her usual cool demeanor cracked, revealing timidity. Barrett's first meeting up until now, I've never seen Leia like this. Perhaps I was being too hurtful to her earlier when I tried to apologize. She only shrugged it off. Afterwards, she rubbed some tea. Ate in silence while she and dying past body. Okay, how long have I been recording? An hour and 19. Yeah, we gotta stop it there, cuz. Yes, overwrite save file. Okay. I finally got back to Coalesce, baby! Hopefully y'all enjoyed, like, sub, all that jazz. I'll probably party with you elbows next time. Bye-bye!